This conference will now be recorded.
So today we will talk about features of Python program. So features of Python program means what are the capabilities? What are the capabilities of the Python program? So it is always better. So first we wrote the programs, we understood what a program will be. Now we are understanding how the program really shapes up for us. Means what are the specialities of it? Some simple specialities we'll talk about. The first speciality of Python programming is it is simple. Sorry, simple and easy to develop and understand. Okay, so you might have observed that, right? So it is very simple and easy to understand. Okay, so what is the first feature? First feature is simple and easy to develop as well as understand. So not only in development, so it is also easy for understanding. It is also easy for understanding. So the specialty of this is like any programmer, I mean anyone with a IT background or a non-IT background, so he can easily understand. So simply it will be on the base of mathematics and on the base of some English terms, that's it. Okay, so you might have observed that A is equal to B is equal to print, so we have seen all those things, right? Okay, and the calculations and all are very easy to apply, very easy to apply. So simple and easy to develop and understand. So Python is a high level language. What is Python, sir? It's a high level language. It's a high level language, definitely yes. It's a high level language which is developed. Okay, I'll write since it is developed using the basic character set, using the basic character set. So using what, sir? Using basic character set, using basic character set. So what is the basic character set? I told you capital A to Z, small a to Z. Okay, so and 0 to 9 and all the symbols that you have. Okay, and all the symbols that you basically have, right? So that is basic character set. So it is simple and easy to develop and understand because it is a high level language, definitely, but it is developed using the basic character set. Okay. Okay, so Python is a high level language since it is developed using basic character set, categorized into categorized into what? Tokens. Categorized into tokens or components. Tokens are components. Categorized into what? Tokens or components. So they are categorized into tokens or components. So Python is a high level language since it is developed using the basic character set. Categorized into what? The basic character set are categorized into what? Tokens or components. For example, so again we will write a small program. Okay, so we'll write a small program wherein we will just use the components. So something like A is equal to 8, B is equal to 3. Okay, so C is equal to A plus B. And then I am using print of C. Now, what are the things that you are using, sir, here? So this is called as literal. It is called as what? Literal. So the components in above program are the components in the above program means I'll give you a list of what are possible things you are going to use in the future. Okay, so the components in the above program are, so A. What is A, sir? A is known as a variable. A is known as what? Variable. Equal to is known as what? Equal to is known as a assignment operator. Assignment operator. Okay, so A is a variable. Equal to is a assignment operator. So 8 is a literal. It is a literals. All are made from where? Made from the basic character set only. All are made from where? From the basic characters only. The components are prepared by using the basic character set. That is why it is simple and easy to understand. So you don't have to work with any extra things, any French letters, Greek letters, nothing. So simply you just use the components. So what are the components here in this case? A variable equal to assignment operator, 8 literal. Okay, so now plus we'll put unique ones. So plus is what? Plus is arithmetic operator. Plus is what? Arithmetic operator. And what is print, sir? Print is a function. Print is a function. It is a function. So slowly programs will be improving. I mean, slowly program will become big, and some more components you will add on. Okay. So the components in the above program, we are talking about only above program. So whatever we created up to now, just simple things which we have created, everything will have these things only. You don't have anything extra. So slowly you will be looking at them slowly, right? Slowly we will be going into other components also. So for now you are working with variables, you are working with assignment operator, you are working with literals, you are working with arithmetic operator, arithmetic of plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulus, all these are arithmetic operators only. Okay, so initially those things only, slowly we will improve all the things, right? So what is print? Print is a function. So function means which is already created. Function means which is a code which is already created, we are using for our purpose. What is our purpose? To print some value. Our purpose is what? Our purpose is to print some value, so we are printing. Is this understood? Yes or no? So this is how we are dealing with the things. Okay, now is they, are they easy or not to understand? So that is why we said simple and easy to develop and understand. Develop also, understanding also. So that is why you have developed already 5 to 6 programs with simple lines. Yes or no? So if it would have been hard, you would not have been developed all those things. Yes. So Python is a high level language since it's developed using the basic character set categorized into tokens or components. Yes. Okay. As we see above, as we see above, we have the components, we have the understanding of the, we have understanding, we have the understanding of what? Understanding of the components, not a complex task, not a complex task. So if I'm writing a Java program, there you see so many things into class and all, so that will be difficult for you to understand. Yes. Okay, as we see above, we have the understanding of the components. Okay, so we say, right, we say that the understanding of the component is not a complex task. That is why we are saying simple and easy to understand and develop. Okay. Now, just there is one notion basically Python. So, Python is a kind of language where we can develop and understand. Develop and understand means what? You first develop the program, then you understand. That is what we are doing. Now, Java kind of languages what? Java kind of languages are like first you understand the program and develop. Yes, I'll just try to match this with. car driving. Now, car driving. So you have to understand everything, and you have to learn generally. But how you can understand all those things? By sitting in the car only, by riding only, no? So that is like you first start driving, then you'll understand everything. So just clutch and everything, that's it. So then you can start. So without, by seeing YouTube videos, can you learn car driving? No. Can you learn? No. YouTube videos and all will give you an idea, that's it. Any of this programming also. So Python programming is also like, you first develop the program, then you can understand the things. This is a variable, this is a literal, like that. Okay, so that is the style of Python coding. Java is like, you have to understand everything, you have to understand all the terms, then you start developing the code, because a little bit complex task. Yes, hope you are understanding my point. So that is why I am saying Python is develop and understand style of program. Java is what? Understand and develop style. Okay, style. Right? Is this clear? Okay. Now coming back to the term high level language. So what is this high level language, sir? Basically, high level language means the language is developed using the basic components, basic characters. Then are there any other levels? Or yes, we have low level languages and we have middle level language also. Okay, right. In program, just we'll write one line because that may be useful later. In programming, we also have low level. Why I'm telling you this, I'll tell you. Low level programming, uh, and middle level programming. Middle level programming. So we have what? Low level programming and also middle level programming, other than high level. Now Java, Python, C, all these are high level only. Then why we are talking about this low level? So what is the need? I'll tell you. Now, what is low level? Low level program means the program completely written using ones and zeros. Using what? Ones and zeros. So programs developed using ones and zeros. Developed using what? Ones and zeros. I'll give you a simple example. Just we'll go to the calculator. Okay, so calculator. So here you have a calculator called programmer's calculator. What calculator it is? Programmer's calculator. Okay. Now, for example, if I am saying 63. So 63. Now your number is what? 63. But literally what it will change into, it will change that into binary. Everything will be converted into what? Binary. So 63 you gave, and what you got here, what you are looking at, you are looking at four things here. So what are the four things you are looking at? You are looking at hexadecimal, decimal, octal, and binary. We wrote in decimal. Sir, what is decimal, sir? Decimal means 0 to 9. That is what we know. Decimal means what? 0 to 9. Right? Octal, 0 to 7. 0 to 7. Hexadecimal, 0 to 16. We'll talk about this later. Now it will be boring for you. We'll talk about this later. Now 63. How the system looks at it? System will look at it something like this. Whatever you give, 63, how it is looking like? It is looking it like 0011. Okay, 1111. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. How it is possible? Now we have to say, okay. So here, if you observe, so we'll put the numbers in reverse. We put the numbers in reverse. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, and 0. Always remember it is a 8 bit 8 bit combination, minimum of One more one has to come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now. Okay. Right. It's always a 8-bit combination. So always 8-bit. 8-bit actually we call it as 1 byte. So 1 byte. So if I say, okay, so if I make you understand this is very important discussion because you need to know as a computer programmer, you should know this. 1 bit is equal to how much, 1 bit is either 0 or 1. 1 bit means either 0 or 1. 1 bit means what? Either 0 or 1. 1 bit. Bit means binary digit. Bit means what? Binary digit. Binary digit. Yes. So BI binary, T digit. Yes, like that. It's a bit, a binary digit, something like that. Yes or no? Okay. Now computer minimum understands what? Bit. Bit means either 0 or 1. But for our understanding, it will convert everything into bytes. It will convert everything into what? Bytes. So 1 byte is equal to how much, 8 bit. 8 bits means combination of 8 bits. So this is what it is. Minimum 8 bits. So there is a lot of things to discuss. Now we will not have all that discussion. Now I'll show you the conversion. That conversion is important for us. Okay. So only that conversion I'll show you. Okay. So 1 byte is equal to 8 bit. Then after 1 byte, you have 2 bytes, 3 bytes, and all. Okay. So 3 bytes, 4 bytes, 5 bytes. So generally, what happens in computers is it is always double. Now, for example, yeah. So for example, yeah, 1024 bytes is equal to 1 kilobyte. 1024 bytes. Now 234 that is again same. Now generally what happens is whenever you are working with computers, we have suppose I'll tell you a simple example. 1 GB. After 1 GB, what you'll have? 2 GB. After 2, what you'll have? 4 GB. Now look at your systems, computer systems. 1 GB, 2 GB, 4 GB, 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB. So you'll never see 24 GB. Sir, in some mobiles you have 3 GB RAM. No, yes, 2 GB RAM in one slot, 1 GB RAM in one slot. Multiples, exactly. Yes, yes or no? So one, two. So like that, if you look at it, 1 byte, 8 bit. That is first case. Second one is what? 1024 bytes is equal to 1 kilobyte. Next unit. Next unit. So what is the next unit? First unit is bit. Second unit is byte. Third unit is kilobyte. Kilobyte. Kilobyte means your files. Kilobyte means what? Your files. So now, for example, if I'm sending you one file, so it's a 1 KB file. It's a 1 KB file. But minimum is bit only. Where it started always. It started at 0 or 1. It started at 0 or 1. So is that 0 or 1 combination of 8 zeros or ones are nothing but what? 1 byte. So once again, I'm telling you this is a very, very important discussion because as a computer student or computer programming student, you should understand this. This is very, very important. So this is memory understanding. Okay, so we will increase the dose later. For now, minimum understanding is required. So 1024 bytes is equal to 1 kilobyte. Yes, okay. Then kilobyte we can also write it as KB. We can also write it as KB. Again, this is corresponding to your systems only. Why sir? Why you are saying like that? Now, for example, if I show you, this is one text file. So if I just say show more options, properties, what you can see here, 314 bytes. 314 bytes. So how much is this data? 314 bytes. Okay, if I pick this file. Now what do you see? 22.7 KB. KB means what? kilobytes. So what 22.7 KB is how much? 231,315 bytes something. Getting my point or not? Okay. So this is text file. Text file will mean KBs. Okay. If 1024 KB, now this KB has become 1024. Then it will become 1 megabyte. 1 megabyte. So megabyte means MB. Megabyte means what? MB. Now generally in internet they use MB. No, that MB is not megabyte. That is the megabit. See why understanding of this is very very important, because everywhere we'll talk in that only, right? So when you recharge your phone, you are looking at GB, right? So you're looking at what? GB. So what is GBs are then? Now MBs are like your videos, your YouTube video or your any mobile video and all. They'll come in MBs. Now all text files are like KBs because all text only will be there, characters will be there. But when you make it a video, then what happens? Then the picture elements and all those things come, and the memory will increase. The memory will increase to what? MB. Getting my point? Okay, like that if you are keeping 1024 MB, how much it will be? It will be 1 gigabyte. Understanding? 1 GB. 1 GB. Right? 1 gigabyte. Gigabyte means your internet and your RAM. RAMs will be there, 4 GB RAM, 5 GB, I mean 6 GB RAM, something like that. Yes or no? Getting my point or not? Okay. Then you have 1024 GB going to be how much? 1 terabyte. One what? Terabyte. So nowadays we are looking at terabytes only. Now if you are going to buy a laptop, they'll say 1 terabyte memory, right? 1 terabyte memory, 250 GB RAM and 256 GB SSD, something like that they'll say or not. So how they are saying? Keeping this thing in mind. But where it all started at one bit, zero or one, because computers minimum understand zero or one only. Okay. Now coming back to our point, 63. Now you gave 63, computer will convert into what? 0011 something. Okay. Now what is 63? High level. What is 63? High level. What is 11100? Low level. Means ultimately your program is getting converted into what? Low level. So that is very very important. You are writing a high level program, definitely yes. So when you call your program as high level programming language, when you are writing using the tokens. What are the tokens? Like variable you have, literals you have, assignment operator, that operator, this operator, functions, classes, so many things you use. But at the end of the day, how the system will convert it into low level binary codes. It can be hexadecimal codes also, it can be octal codes also, it can be anything, because all of them are required for a system. Yes. Now we will talk about hexadecimal and all later. In programs we will talk. Okay. Then how, sir, how this is 63? That we need to understand. Now this is called as the last bit. Last bit generally we call it as least significant bit. What we call it as? Least significant bit. So we generally call it as LSB. What is that? LSB. So least significant bit. And this one will be called as most significant bit. What is this called as? Most significant bit. What is this? MSB. Most significant bit. Okay. If MSB is 0, that is a positive number. If MSB is 0, that is a positive number. If MSB is 1, that will be a, okay. Now see here, this is MSB. Again, this is how many? This is increasing now. This is increasing. So it is not like 1 byte only will be there. So you will have 2 bytes, 4 bytes, 16 bytes, 32 bytes, 64 bytes. Python don't have a limit. In Java, we have a limit of 64 bytes. But in Python, we don't have any limit. So it can go on. Now if you observe here, okay, otherwise I'll put a small number. I'll say minus 9. Okay, so minus 9. Okay, one second. Okay, so we'll make 21. So it is taking high number. Yeah, negate does not come. Binary number is increasing, no problem. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is whenever your most significant bit, okay, whenever your most significant bit is 0, the number is a positive number. Otherwise, the number is a negative number. Okay, I'll write. If MSB is 1, you might have observed, no? So when I'm giving a negative number, here last one is what? Last one is 1. Suppose if I'm giving 6, what is the last number? 0. Yes or no? So when the MSB is 0, what happens? MSB is 1, what happens? Literally? Negative number. It is negative number. Right. If MSB is 1, MSB is 0, positive number. If MSB is 0, this is very, very important things to understand as a programmer. Maybe interviews and all, they might not ask you, but still for your understanding. So whenever somebody is asking how the system will convert and everything, so these are the important things. Now there is no name for all these things, no problem. Okay, least significant bit and most significant bit. So what is the use of this most significant bit? If that most significant bit is 1, the number is negative number. If it is 0, the number is a positive number. Simple. Yes, so then still how you are getting 63, sir? Okay. Now, as I've told you, this one will be 0. So we'll number it as what? 0. So this we will number it as what? 1. Okay, now for example, I want to assign some numbers to you. I'll assign 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all, right? So then how the system will assign the numbers to this byte. It will align it as 0. Next number will be 1. Next number will be 2. So it is giving you allocation of number. So 2, sorry, 2. Next one will be 3. And last one will be what? Last one will be 7. 0 to 7. Hope you're understanding my point. So 0 will be the least significant bit, and 7 will be the most significant bit for a 8-bit number. If the number becomes 16 bit, 0 to 15. If it is a 32 bit, 0 to 31. If it is a 64 bit, if it is a 128 bit. Now, if you remember, our systems are 64-bit or 32-bit. Nowadays, no 32-bit is coming. 64-bit means more clarity. Why, sir? More number of bits means more clarity, more sound, and all those things. Yes or no? Means it can convert many things. It can convert many things. So that is why we use that 64-bit, 32-bit. Yes or no? See, everything is interrelated. So when you are buying a computer, you go for a 64-bit. Why? More numbers means more clarity, more picture quality, more sound clarity. Yes or no? So 4 GB RAM. So 2 GB RAM is fast or 4 GB RAM is fast? 4 GB because it can save more. It can work with program more. RAM is for more into programs. Not only Java programs and Python program. Your file, your softwares and all need some memory in the background. Who will give that? RAM will give. That is why more RAM, more space. Processor will increase the speed. Again, that processor also will be using that memory only. GB is memory something. Everything is interrelated. Yes? Okay. Now 0 to 7. So when I'm saying 0, now I want to convert that binary into decimal. It is what, 2 to the power of 0. So 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 0 into 1. Sir, what sir is this? This into 1 is what? Okay. 2 to the power of 0. Okay, I'll just cancel this. 2 to the power of 0 into 1. What is the 2 to the power of 0 into 1? 2 to the power of 0 is what? 2 means binary. Binary means 0 or 1. 0 means what? The base value, or the place value, I can say. Is that clear? 1 means what? 1 is this value. Now for the next one, what will happen? 2 to the power of 1 into 1. Next one, what will happen? 2 to the power of 1 into 1. Understanding my point? So for the next one, what will happen? 2 to the power of 1 into 1. Next, 2 to the power of 2 into 1. For the next one, 2 to the power of 3 into 1. For the last one, 2 to the power of 7 into 0. 2 to the power of 7 into 0. Why sir 0? Because the bit value is 0. Give me a point or not? Okay, 2 to the power of 0 into 1, how much? Just give me random calculation. 2 to the power of 0 into 1, how much? 1. Plus 2 to the power of 1 into 1, how much? 2. Very good. Plus 2 to the power of 2 into 1, how much? 4. Plus next 2 to the power of 3 into 1, no? 8. Right. Next, 2 to the power of 16 into 1. So it will be 16. Next, 2 to the power of 32. Okay. So 2 to the power of 5 or 6. So this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Next is 5. 2 to the power of 5 into 1. How much? 32. Okay. Plus. Okay. For your clarity, I'll write here. This is what? What is the bit number? 3. So what I should get here? Okay, for clarity. So anyone can miss it. So what I should say here? 2 to the power of 3 into 1. Very good. Next. This one is how much? 2 to the power of. Okay, one second. This is digit number 4. What is the variant? 2 to the power of 4 into 1. Very good. This one? This is 5. And this one? 2 to the power of 5 into 1. Okay. Next. Only one conversion. We don't require any. Why, sir? Why I am talking about this means this we are going to convert into a program later. At that time, I don't have to discuss all these things. So how it will happen in the conversion of the program, that then you will understand why I am telling you all this. 2 to the power of 6 into 0. Very good. Now tell me the values. 1. 2 to the power of 0 into 1 is 1. 2 to the power of 1 into 1 is 2. 2 to the power of 2 into 1 is 4. 2 to the power of 3 into 1 is 8. Very good. 2 to the power of 4 into 1 is 16. 2 to the power of 5 into 1 is 32. 2 to the power of 6 into 0. 0 only. 0, no? 2 to the power of 6 is how much generally? 64. 64 into 0. 0 only. Okay. Plus 2 to the power of 7 is 128. 128 into 0. Now tell me what is the value? Okay, add it. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 4, 7. 7 plus 7, 7 plus 7, sorry, 7 plus 8, 15. 15 plus 16, 31. 31 plus 32, done. Now understood how the system is converting, you understood? Yes or no? So system is converting into binary. So we are making us understand. That's it. Whatever you give, the system will convert in this way only. Is this clear? Now, in the other program, we will see how we can convert into octal, how we can convert into decimal, and all those things we will know. Yes. So for now, try to understand this memory hierarchy as well as the byte hierarchy or the byte understanding. Yes, we have two things: least significant bit as well as most significant bit. Right? So least significant bit and most significant bit. Is this clear? Yes or no? Okay. Sir, you said program is easy, develop and understand, but you are saying all these hard things. Don't think in that way. So I'm talking about the program being simple in designing. Background is like for understanding only once. Daily you don't have to understand this. This is for just our understanding. Yes, okay, this happens in the background. Yeah, we should know that. Okay, then how that high level language is converted into low level? Is there any software required for that? That we will talk about, but we will finish off the middle level language also. Okay, now when I'm saying middle level programming, now everyone is clear with low level. Low level, everyone clear, because everything is converted into low level only. So that is why low level understanding is important. Low level is means what? Zeros and ones. Whatever you are giving, it will convert into zeros and ones. That's it. It is as simple as that. Okay. Now coming to middle level programming. So whenever I'm talking about middle level programming, the programming, the programs that have the elements in the following way. Okay. Now, for example, if I'm saying A is equal to B, or I'll say A is equal to 3, what you'll say? 3 is getting stored into A, right? But here you will use mnemonic codes. What is the mnemonic codes? Move, add, okay, copy, cut, all these kind of things. Now, for example, if I am using move A comma 3, means what is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is nothing but A is equal to 3. Okay, sorry, I should write reverse. Move 3 comma A. What is move 3 comma A? A is equal to 3. But what you have to write? You have to write the mnemonic codes. So till today, like your assembly programs and everything, will use this. Right? So one simple example of middle level is COBOL. So COBOL is now also being used in embedded programmings and all those things. Okay, of course we don't have to work with middle level, but we need to know what exactly are middle level. Middle level programming means they will have the mnemonic codes: move, add, cut, copy, shell. I mean, like Linux, you have Linux programming, those kind of programs. So they will use this things. Is this clear? Yes or no? Okay, so we'll not waste much time on this. Getting my point or not? So now high level means already I told you. What are high level languages? They are developed using the basic character set. Okay. So now we will write a small note. All the high level programming languages, all the high level programming languages must be converted into, must be what? Converted into low level programs. Low level programs. Everything. But of course, you don't have to work with low level, but you have to convert. You have to convert. So how that conversion is made generally? What we use for that conversion? Okay. We use the software. We use the softwares such as compilers and interpreters. Compilers and interpreters for this job. What we use? We use the compilers and interpreters for this job. Yes. Now, just now I told you C is a high level language, Python is a high level language, Java is a high level language. Then who use what? That is what we will do. Okay. For example, bigger note. C uses C program uses what? C program uses compiler. C program uses compiler. Okay, first I'll write Python. Python uses interpreter. Python uses interpreter. Python will use what? Interpreter. Java is going to use compiler as well as interpreter. Compiler use what? Sorry, Java use what? Compiler as well as the interpreter. C program uses what? Compiler. Python interpreter. Java compiler as well as interpreter. Got it? Okay. Now what are this compiler, interpreter and all these things? Now you install Python, no? When you install Python, what happens exactly? It gives you a development environment and the running environment. Means that compilers, interpreters will be given by that installation. Yes. So you use that interpreters when you are working in Visual Studio, when you are working with other softwares also, you are using that interpreters only. Now you understood why this discussion is also important, because without interpreter you cannot run the program. See, at the end of the day, it has to be converted into. See, for example, okay, I'll tell you a simple example. Now I went to France, literally. Now I went to France. I know only English, Telugu or Hindi. So Hindi, Telugu out of the way, right? English I know. So English I know, but I went to France. There, people are talking in French only. People can understand French only. If I go to shop, I want to communicate with them. I need French language. So what I will do, I will open an app and I'll say some words and I'll translate that into. Now, what is the middle thing? That is interpreter or a compiler. High level language system does not understand directly. So what it will has to do, what it will have to do, it will take the help of the compiler or the interpreter, and sometimes, of course, both of them. Right? Now you understood what a compiler job is. Compiler job is what? To translate. The translation is done by whom? Done by the compiler or the interpreter. So why, sir? What is the difference between all of them can use compiler? No. So why? What is the difference between these things? I'll tell you in simple example. So other things we will discuss in detail tomorrow because it's a big topic again. So now, for example, how we came to the top of this building. There are two ways, right? One is steps and the other one is lift. Now, when you are coming by lift, you are coming floor by floor. Zeroth floor, first floor, second floor, third floor. Like when you're coming by steps, you are walking each and every step. So each and every step. So now program also will contain some blocks. Now if the conversion is done using blocks, block 1 conversion, block 2 conversion, block 3 conversion, that is what is compiler conversion. When the conversion is done line by line, 10 programs I'm writing, line by line conversion is done, then it is interpreter conversion. So now here Python uses what? Line by line conversion. Python uses line. Python requires line by line conversion. What C is doing? Block by block conversion. What Java is doing? It is doing this also, it is doing that also. Okay, so now for example, okay, I'll come back to you only. I mean, I'll come back to this example only. Now you are coming and going by only lift. You are coming and going by only lift. You are coming and going by only steps. He is coming by lift and going by steps. Now, who will be faster in these three? The person who is coming and going by the lift. Who is slower? Right? Who's coming in? So who is in like Medium. So who is medium here? Java. Java is medium speed, right? Okay, I use this medium fast. Okay, medium fast. Full fast, C. Full fast is what? C. So many people tell me, I mean ask me rather, sir, C is outdated language. No, why you are talking about C? C is never an outdated language. C is never an outdated language. So C is still used for our applications like OS applications, like our so many softwares also C is being used because it has to be fast. No, your application should be fast. Yes, getting my point? Yes or no? Okay. Now C uses what? Compiler. So it becomes very, very fast. The execution is very, very fast. Python uses interpreter. It is not fast. It is not fast as C. Now Java uses what? Compiler interpreter. It is not fast as C, but it is not slow as Python also. Sir, we are learning Python. You are saying Python is slow. Okay, Python is slow, but the coding is also less, no? Yes or no? Suppose in Java, if I have to write a small program, this program only if I write in Java, what happens? I should write at least 10 lines. But here only 4 lines. No? Now in that 4 line, the time is same only. Getting my point or not? So that is where you leverage both. That is why you balance both. Right? Python and Java, the balancing comes there. Less coding, less speed. Right? More coding, more speed. But the time will be balanced. Is this clear? This both will not match with C because C will be the fastest, right? So no matching between this and C. So C no matching, but these two if you match, then Python is definitely slow, right? Definitely slower than Java. So if I say who is fast, so C is greater than Java. Java is greater speed wise. So speed wise, sir, I'm learning Python, so I will say in interview Python is faster language means they'll tell you it's wrong. Okay, so is faster C, then Java, then Python, speed wise. But why, sir? Why then Python is one of the best languages for libraries and all means it supports many things. So not only in development, it supports data science, it supports AI applications, it supports almost everything. Whatever you want to do in Python, you can do. But in Java, you don't have that flexibility. Machine learning and all those things, you can't do it in Java. If you do also, it will be more tougher. Is this clear? So that is what is the importance of Python. Okay, not only one importance is over. We'll talk about more things. See, I wanted to cover more things, that's it. So in this simple example, I wanted to cover this level of languages, and I want to cover the binary format because these are very, very important. No one will teach you this, right? So because once you go out, then somebody will be asking you how the system runs in the background. So then you are to be ready, right? 99% of the interviews they will not ask, but if that interviewer want you to have this knowledge, they'll ask. So I don't want to leave any chance, right? So that's why we are discussing this, right? Okay, so hope it is not boring. Okay, right, thank you. Okay, so we will meet tomorrow with more discussion, right? Thank you so much.